Mual Boal early in the morning. While waiting to meet with our dive master and learn more about the dives that we are going to do, we go for a little sightseeing. Mual Boal is a small town that is very famous for tourism activities, especially for divers. Infamous for the Sardine Run diving experience, we can also see families bringing their kids here, especially for the snorkeling experience with the sardines.
Since I'm not going for any dive activities today, so we go for a little sightseeing before it gets dark. As you can see, it is a place for those adventurous seekers, but also still suitable for families just to chill and have some relaxing time by the sea.
We met with Corin, one of the diving instructors at our dive center, where we have some conversation on what we should know about the place.
My name's Cos. I'm an instructor here at Sumatra Dive Centre in Mual Boal. It's famous in this area. There's the Sardine Run, and also very common for turtles and a good variety of corals and marine fish. So in this small area we have a great variety of diving, which makes it very interesting for divers and also backpackers. But actually it's a nice easy place to learn how to dive because the conditions are very forgiving, so the currents are not very strong and we have easy access from the shore, so we can just walk in, and the sardines are just from the shore, which makes it easy. There is one spot in South Africa, but it's not every day, it's a seasonal thing, so we're very lucky here as we have it every day all year round, so you can anytime just walk into the ocean there and see the masses of sardines. So this is the only place in the world that I know of for this one. So for years they've been just here, and during the typhoon just after they did move, and we were all worried because it's our highlight here, and then probably about 5 months ago they just returned again. They were still around the area but they were not predictably here, so we know that every day we can walk out and they're there, and it was always like that in years gone by, but then when the typhoon happened they were a little bit that way or a little bit that way, so we had to guess where they would be, and some days we would have to look where all the snorkelers are to see where the sardines are.
From our conversation with Corin, we learn on the huge impact of the typhoons, not only to the livelihood on the land, but also towards marine world.
So we're really fortunate actually in Mual Boal area that most of the typhoons don't hit us here. We're quite protected little area. Every now and then, so 7 years ago and a couple of years ago, we are in the eye of the storm, which damages the buildings and does damage the corals also. However, the one that came a couple of years ago, so not December gone, the December before, it did damage the corals, but already we're seeing lots of regrowth, so particularly the soft corals are returning at a very fast rate, and for those of us that are in every day, we can see it's kind of really picking up very quickly, which is nice. But obviously the hard corals that get damaged by the typhoon, those take many years to recover.
Now it is time to start our explorations of Cebu's underwater world with Nato as our dive guide.
So in this area, starting from the shower and down to the wall, it depends on the tide of the water, like 5-6 meters. It's a flat, and after that, it's a steep slope down to 80-20 meters, and then there's a drop off down to 35-40 meters. This dive, not good at kind of thing. For this dive, go down 20-25 meters. So, yeah, we'll start our dive here, and then our dive direction will be going this way, so we'll always keeping on the right. So, yeah, here, if there's a corals, there's a lot of different kind of fish. So same, once you reach 100 bar, just know, so we can adjust our depth like 10-12 meters, and then we'll just continue that until you reach 70. Once you reach 70 bars, and we slowly coming up 5 meters, and we stop there for 3 minutes, 5 minutes for our ship to stop. So on the 50, you're gonna put extra weight on it. I already put weights on your package. So 60 minutes or 50 bar. Okay, so for this time, I'll stay on the front. If I need your attention or if I see something in the water, I just buy it.
Okay.
Okay? Same procedure, back roll into it. Enjoy.
Alright, thank you. For our first dive, he brought us to Pescador Island, located 30 minutes boat ride from Moalboal coast. We start at a shallower level. The first thing that we can notice as we plunge ourselves into the ocean for the first time is striking blue-green color of the water, representing its location in the tropical ocean region. But we also can see a lot of damaged corals at this level.
Also on the wall, you can see nice hanging coral, soft corals hanging in the wall. And then what you can see here, like different kind of coral fish. And then if you look out on the wall, you can see lots of different kind of fossil swimming also.
As we go further down, the view of the corals are getting better. However, for some reason, the visibility of the water is not so good, perhaps due to rain that occurred late last night. We found some interesting marine life during our dive. 40 minutes just feel very fast. We have to end our dive before we continue for the next one. There is actually more to Pescador Island, but upon discussion, we think we want to try for a different location for our next dive.
We just finished our dive at Pescador Island. The visibility was not too bad, it's around 10 to 15 meters. The color of water are more bluish, which reminds me a lot to the water of the Sipaidan Island in Sabah. And the walls also have some kind of similarities. Overall, it was a great dive and I'm happy.
We go for our next dive at a dive site called White Beach. It got its name due to its location being near to the beautiful white sand beach. For this dive, we will start with going to the deeper level at 25 meters, then slowly moving towards the shallower surface, white sandy beach direction. As we go down, we found the real beauty of this place. But more importantly, we now truly learn how much damage the typhoons can bring to the underwater world. Now we see more healthy coral covering the wall under the sea. We found several unique species, yet for the first time we encountered a sea snake. This creature will not usually attack the divers, but if they do, it can be fatal. We slowly enjoy the beautiful coral garden under the vibrant blue color of the sea as we approach towards the beach and end the dive. Tomorrow morning, we will continue with our last dive.